Hey there, happy Wednesday, or Thursday as the case may be. I have been thinking about Steve Jobs, like a lot of people, no doubt. And, you know, I never met the man, although I just found out this week that my dad actually did, like 25 years or so ago. I didn't know that until this week, but that's neither here nor there. I never met him, and yet I was really deeply affected by his death. And of course, I am, in so many ways, impacted by his work and his life every day of my life. The video camera that is recording this right now is part of my iMac. I use GarageBand to do my editing. I use my iPhone. So many amazing technologies that he created or had a big part in developing, making happen, bringing to the world. He's a hero of mine uh, for many reasons. One, he built this company that's one of the two largest, most impactful companies on the planet. The calligrapher in me uh, views him as a hero because his own love and respect for the art of calligraphy is what led him to build beautiful typefaces into the first Mac and resulted in the amazing typography that we have on personal computers now. So I'm personally grateful to him for that. And he's also a hero of mine because if you've seen his amazing Stanford commencement speech or read it, I was so struck by the way he took the challenges and the major, disasters in his life and kept going and spun them into gold, basically. And I've tried to live my life the same way. I have to admit that part of me feels, what's the word? Sad? Something that it's likely I'm never going to have that kind of impact on the planet. And yet I can be inspired by what he did. But the big question that I want to talk about today is I think a lot about that, the notion of achieving great things with your life and whether that has to be done at the expense of overall happiness. I spent much of my younger life focused solely on achieving, like that to me, I believed that was the route to happiness. When I was a dancer, my life was just dance, 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 dance. I didn't care if I could walk as long as I could dance. And looking back, I don't think I was very happy. And yet, that younger teenage, early 20s me would look at the present time me and probably judge her to be a hobbyist or a dilettante for allowing margins in my day and for allowing myself to be imperfect. The younger me wasn't okay with that. So imagine, for argument's sake, that Steve Jobs' illness that ultimately killed him was a result of his hard work, working too hard, working to the exclusion of a balanced existence. That's probably not reality. I have actually no idea what reality is, but just for argument's sake, what if the choice were you either achieve that kind of impact on the planet or you live a balanced, more humane life? I don't know that really is the choice, but imagine for a moment if it were. What would you choose? I'm curious. Would you rather achieve that kind of impact on the world, but live an imbalanced, stressed out existence? Or would you rather, would you be able to be content with the kind of impact that you might be able to achieve on a smaller scale? I'm thinking, think globally, act locally, like impact, we all spread ripples, right? We impact other individuals. So if your other option were to have a smaller impact on the world, but live a more humane existence, a balanced life with margins to your day, taking care of your body and your spirit and your relationships, I'm curious, which would you choose? I know what my answer would have been in my teens and 20s and probably into my 30s, and I also know what my answer is now. But I'm curious. Do you think it has to be a choice? And what choice would you make? So that's what I'm leaving you with today. I hope that you find a few minutes today to do something creative and fun that feeds your spirit. Go get creating. Mwah! Here's what I've been creating to feed my spirit.